Hi guys, my name is Ashley Rue, and today I'm going to be telling you how the internet works using instant ramen. Here we have a pot and a stove. For this analogy, we're going to pretend that the stove is like the internet, and this pot is a device. If you have two pots on the stove, they are able to connect directly with one another. A server is another fancy name to call a computer that is directly connected to the internet. Oh, and before I move on, I need to mention something real quick. The computing device I'm using isn't considered a server because I'm not directly connected to the internet. Instead, I would be called a client. In order for me, a client, to use the internet, we would need to go through an ISP or internet service provider. So the boiling water you see here is what we're going to pretend is the ISP. In order for two clients to communicate with one another, we would need a TCP and IP. The TCP handles the message portion. When one client wants to send another client a message, the internet breaks down these messages into tiny pieces called packets. So in other words, the TCP is responsible for receiving these messages, breaking them down into tiny pieces, and then reassembling them. The IP, on the other hand, focuses on making sure that these messages get to the right place. Sort of like how these chopsticks will be making sure that these noodles or messages get to the right place. You might be wondering, how does the IP guarantee that the messages arrive at their expected destination? Because of the unique IP address each website has, it makes it easy for the IP to get the message to the right place. When you open a web page, two things should pop into your head: HTML and CSS. The HTML, also known as the Hypertext Markup Language, provides the overall structure of a web page. The soup and vegetable mix is similar to the HTML. The eggs represent the CSS. The CSS enhances the web page with a visual aspect, similar to how these eggs add more flavor and texture to the ramen. And a little disclaimer, Shin Ramen did not sponsor this video, but it'd be pretty cool if they did, because I eat your guys' ramen on a daily basis. In your computer, you also have files. A file is where a computer would store data, settings, or any other type of information it might carry. There are different many types of files: text files, image files, the list really goes on and on. Sometimes these files could be even stored in a file folder, a hard drive, or even a disk, but that's a little outdated. And the little bowl you see here is similar to a file on a computer. And there you have it. One bowl of how the internet works is served. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.